Winning Katowice last year was a really good moment for me. It's one of the last tournaments that I did really well in, and we actually managed to win, so it'll always be a good memory for me.
You guys need to just reset for IEM. IEM will be fun for you guys anyway. You'll get to play a lot of good teams, scrim a lot of good teams, and you'll get a week off from LCS. So I don't think you should stress about IEM too much. It's just a tournament where you go and play, get as much experience as you want. But yeah.
We get to play against different teams, teams that we don't have the chance to play against during a regular season. So you normally see how they play. You can only watch their games, but you don't know how good they are until you play against them. And having this chance to actually get more games in the season and playing against like really good teams help you a lot. You can see towards what direction you want to go to, and it also makes you be a better team in a sense where you can adapt better to any different style, and it breaks the routine, so I really like it.
Yeah, there's not many pros who are still active from Season 2, but I think that was the most fun time to be a pro because you're just traveling a lot, and Katowice is the same thing. It was a huge flight time. It was like probably 14 hours of flying, and going to an event and just having to like set up there and being in a new environment. Also like just traveling with each other for 30 or 40 hours. You kind of get to know your team in a different way, and it's super fun. It's exciting. You're all going to a new place with a purpose. It's just kind of funny because you're at the airport and everyone's hungry, and just always the funniest stuff ends up happening. Like somebody loses their luggage, or you have to go eat at McDonald's together. Our group is really funny. It's kind of like out of an anime or like a kids show where Dennis is like the clown, Bora's the really like mature adult, and he's really nice. And then I don't know, I guess like me and Soren are like, we have a good side and a bad side, very like up and down. I don't really know how to describe Kevin. I think he's also a huge troll. I don't know, everyone's just really funny, and it's really good to get away sometimes from just like the same schedule practicing every day, because you get to know each other way better.
Yep.
Is Dennis awake?
Yeah, I think so. With Josh. Here. It was really nice.
Yeah.
We slept a lot and we feel refreshed.
Thanks.
Is he on the left arm?
Don't have it on your mouse.
And don't have it on too tight because then you can't take it off.
I don't really want to take it off.
No, you have to have it on all the time, right?
I mean, how are you going to shot?
You have it on.
Show with it?
Yeah, you show
Really?
it. Yeah.
What? You keep it on?
Yeah, you keep it on.
Wait, are you guys trolling or what?
Put one more.
Yeah, you keep it on.
You keep it on all the time.
Wait,
Security guys are really strict, so if you don't have it, you can't go.
Yeah. Yeah. What a
That's what we
village.
entered last year.
Yeah, this is a box.
I wasn't here last year.
So you weren't here last year?
Not at this place. There was not like this, right?
Yeah, there was.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
It was restaurants as well?
Yeah, we always entered right there.
What the fuck?
so fucking big.
Yeah, these are just ridiculous.
Huge.
Badass, Lena. Breaking the rules.
We should, by the way, we should,
Rainbow Six.
after you guys have set up, we should talk about our game and what our draft strategy is.
We should talk about that now.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
nice.
it's not cold right now, is it?
It's pretty cold.
Oh, really?
It's so much colder
Is there anywhere I
downstairs.
can put my
It's
laptop
not
in?
cold for me at all. Are you sick, Peter?
No, I'm not sick. I actually feel more cold right now than when I had like no shirt or just a shirt on.
I think you just got sick because it's not cold for me at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's not cold for Soren. Soren's always cold.
Maybe I just have a weird...
Sensitivity randomly. I hope I'm not sick. Fuck, that would suck.
We're scrimming right with SKT right now, and I think we're gonna win.
Oh! I'm a criminal apparently, so I do what I want.
What did Sven do? He tried playing jungle.
Oh, without gagging top. Yeah. Oh. No gags. Prison.
They will literally just give you the lead because the way they play is they will avoid fights. They're not like indecisive in the way that they kind of like don't make a decision. They'll make a decision, but the decision is always to not fight. Their engages are sloppy, and
So
they
what
almost
are
just
their
never
strengths?
engage.
What are their strengths?
Their strengths, if they get a lead, they'll close out really safe. They won't make mistakes. They won't force risky fights ever.
Do they choke? Do they?
Yeah, they choke. That's what they do is they go inside your jungle and they put the vision down and they take your camps. But like, if you get a fight on them, they kind of just fall apart.
How do they win games then? How do they get a lead?
Because everyone in Challenger Series in Korea just opts into the rotation game. None of them ever force fights on each other. And every time ever force fights, it's like always like really sloppy. And every time anyone forces fights against them, it just kind of like it doesn't look like anyone in Challenger Series Korea can team fight very well at all. They all want to play like the trading game.
The tournament doesn't matter in terms of LCS standings or anything like that, and it's really just to see how good you can be compared to the other international teams and getting a lot of experience from them. And I think that's why every team likes to go, because while everyone else is just at home, maybe they're practicing, maybe the other teams are taking weeks off, but you get this unique opportunity to go internationally and play against other teams. And it's really just up to us to put this experience to use and use it to improve.
Up next from the NALCS, they're not having the best time right now. Before the champions here last year. What can we do this time around? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Team Golden.
Go, go, go! Woo!
Second thing that I want you guys to really be aware of is plan everything 2 minutes ahead of time. Always talk about where you're going, specifically where you're going and where you're looking to fight towards. So make sure and then call everything out 30 seconds ahead of time. 10 minutes to 2 minutes. The more time ahead of time you are, the better the play is going to be. And just play your role, that's it. That's all. All right.
That's going to be a tough one to stomach. And that's kind of the problem, I feel, for Team Solar Mid. The pressure's on them and also on Crazy.
Wow, speaking of pressure, has to flash, gets exhausted trying to get away from this one. There's a knock-up, and first blood goes over to TSM already. Okay, there we go. There's the gold card. Air's in a little bit of trouble, tries to dodge into the bush to avoid some damage. Can't avoid enough. Another kill for TSM. Tempt is going to go down as well. And TSM is just destroying ESC Ever at this point.
It's just too predictable, though. Crazy's going to go down as well.
Yeah, a couple flashes used, and that Nautilus is going to have a hard time making it out. He's tanky, but he's not that tanky. TP actually Crazy coming from behind. We'll see what they can do.
He's on double lift.
Yeah, he's doing it. There's the ult. Yellowstar on his own. Double lift taking damage from that camp as well. Yellowstar flashes, gets hooked by Crazy, gets taken out. Ever winning yet another team fight, unless Hanser can try to turn it around with that Fiora, but he's on his own. Key goes in there a little bit too deep, but they do trade. Bjergsen will ult himself. Hanser trying to zone Loken out. He's going to go over the wall. That's a good place to be away from a Fiora, but it is a double kill coming in from Double Lift. Double Lift grabs the triple. He's turning the spider around in a big way. There's the Quadra. Can he go for the Penta? He's only got to kill Crazy. Crazy getting back to his turret. Hanser setting it up. Penta kill for Double Lift. And TSM takes that lead right back in a big way. Set out very, very tanky as Crazy backs away. Hanser Double Lift trying to get into the back lines onto Tempt and Key. Tempt tries to back away. Crazy comes over the wall to stop Hanser. There's the exhaust pulled back in again. Still healed, still healthy enough. Loken in the back lines trying to be a hero though. Double Lift gets Loken gets the kill onto Double Lift. Bjergsen lopes out too. There's a kill for Tempt. There's a double kill for Tempt. And incredibly, TSM gets aced. Are you kidding me? Yellowstar's up. There goes the second Nexus turret. All they need to do is focus on the Nexus. They just need to focus on the Nexus. And ESC Ever, challenger team from Korea, will take out TSM. Oh, they get it. Ever, somehow, some way, they were down like 8,000 gold in the early game.
They're down all
and
game
they
long.
won it.
Level 1.
I cannot believe it. The coach is ecstatic. Can't blame that guy. What an insane game to start off the Intel Extreme Masters World Championships.
1-3-1 doesn't really work. We should have, one guy's supposed to catch, push that wave out and have it snowball, and then they're supposed to group up. Every single time you went to the side lane, Bjergsen, you're always like, oh, I could die, I can't push up. And then we went to the side lane like for like a good 6 minutes before you guys recognized to group up us 4-1.
And then I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I'm super fed. I just want to siege the tower and focus Ezreal, and everyone's just jacking off in their jungle. It doesn't make any sense. Why can't we just siege just 5? The wave clear sucks. Our focus is so much better.
Well, you guys could.
Yeah, but every single time we get an opportunity, it's like panic. Can't do anything. Need it back. Gotta reset. It just doesn't make any sense. The game should have been over. When the game starts off 10-1 and we have a team comp like that, it should be over in like 25 minutes.
Our gold lead did not grow since 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Instead of dwelling on that game, let's focus on next game because we know we are the better team than ever. Okay, so the biggest change you guys did from the scrims is that now you guys, when you guys are converging on people, you guys are waiting for your teammates, so it looks really clean. We're actually getting kills and not dying. Our biggest mistake is that when we get a lead, people will get complacent and they just want to get more farm and be stronger than their opponent. And we're not thinking of, like, this is how we do things, right? We come up with a plan, we do that plan, and then we just go back to farming. And then we think of a plan and we go back to farming. But we need to think of a plan, do that plan, and then have another plan, do that plan. So basically we got a first blood top, right? And we had complete control top side. We gave that up. You guys had complete control top. Why did TF get 3 blues? Because you guys had bad buy timers, because you guys didn't look at it from an objective point of view. If you bought early on Ezreal, and then you keep pushing up top, we would have gone blue every time.
First spot on us doesn't help me win lane because Tyr still loses to 2 longswords.
No, but so mid was up, right? Top was up, and bottom was winning naturally, pushing outlets in. So Graves had to go bottom twice, and at least also took over top's complete jungle, right? And then you guys had them pushed in the whole entire game, but you guys never got an objective out of it, right? So if you have someone pushing the whole entire game, like getting objectives isn't about being stronger than them. It's about like waves and it's about timing. But you guys didn't look out for those opportunities.
I honestly had no idea what we were doing this game. Our communication was so shit.
I was listening to comms.
I was super confused in the game, and I think so was Kevin. Not sure about everyone else, but I think our communication was awful.
Yes.
It was nothing like in scrims.
At Baron, when we threw, you had Ezreal no mana, and you had all the you were hella fed, and you didn't call the fight off. And so when you fought Lucian 1v1, and Bard jumped over, you just died because you had no mana. Ezreal without blue build Ezreal without mana is just completely useless. And you should have called that fight off. If you called that fight off because you're low in mana, we would have won the game too. That game wasn't your fault, but that fight, like, you should have called the fight off. Like, anyone should have called that fight off, but you mattered the most there.
It just felt like we were yelling useless information all the time, and that's why everyone was so confused. It's because everyone was yelling useless information.
Like, who was yelling it?
The comms for me, it was like everything was super rushed. I never heard, I don't know why it was like super rushed. So I'm like, okay, what are we trying to do? Because we should play calmly, and everyone's like rushing things.
And like when the call is to start Baron, like nobody's talking about who's gonna stay on Baron to make sure it doesn't reset. Like when we watch this game from spec mode, I guarantee we're gonna be like, why did we start Baron, get it to 3k HP 4 different times, and not just have one person tank it while we like turn and kill like whoever's coming in.
So the first game against Eva at Katowice was, we kind of stomped them, but then we can kind of see what our issues is in the team, and we just are really like, we just don't know how to close out the game kind of that game. So we made a lot of mistakes, and they got back in the game, and then just one bad team fight in the end, and they just closed out the game. So even though we got such a big lead, we just couldn't finish the game. Yeah.
Something really weird happened. Everyone just became like super like energetic, and they were like yelling a lot in the game, and they weren't like being calm a lot. And we had a really good lead in the game, and we were about to close the game, but then we threw the game, and they just ended through pushing our Nexus after Baron. And we didn't really take the game very hard, but we knew we should just approach it from like a different angle. Instead of just like going all in, we should just be calm and play methodically and calculated.
We all felt really defeated because it was kind of our time to show, even though this is a challenger team in Korea, you know, it's a challenger team in Korea that you don't want to lose against. We didn't want to come out and lose to just any international team, and we had a lot of talks about just finishing games when we have leads, and that was our big focus after that one. I think we improved that really fast going into the next games.
Yeah, we got a lot better since we skipped yesterday, even though it was like fucking completely crap. Just focus on everything I've been telling you guys. If you don't know what to do, start the communication flow of what the objective is, what the plan is.
So the first coin toss is for the sides, the next coin toss is for the sitting on the stage. Agreed? So we're on section right side. Okay.
Are you sure?
It was comfy, man.
Are you sure?
Go. I mean, I lost on it.
Was it comfortable getting shit on?
Okay. Everybody needs to go on stage, please. Everybody needs to go on stage, please.
We're about to jump into the first elimination match here at the League of Legends tournament. Let's take a look at the bracket. It is Team Solo Mid taking on Origin in a best-of-3. This is a rematch of the San Jose finals where, truthfully, Origin just swept TSM under the rug. We saw the
TP. TP coming in. And looks like we are going to see Haunter get there. What will he be able to do with this one, though? Surely this will be answered by TP from OG, and it is. Haunter there. He's going to get the knock-up, the follow-up, kind of non-existent. Here comes the TP. Power of Evil now into the fight. Svenskeren may be caught, but Soaz was the first one on the chopping block. Whoa. Gets up on the side, and Haunter again, very, very deep. Poppy dust fall. Soaz hits the deck. Now Power of Evil being focused down, but the chase is on. This is a bloodbath. Haunter drops as well. Back and forth. Double kill comes out for Bjergsen, and they're limping away from this fight. Sven trying to escape.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter though.
Yeah, Svenskeren trying to come in. He's like, I need to reclaim the dude who took like part of my name. Amazing, taking some damage. TP coming in from behind.
Power of Evil going to come across there as well. He only locks up Svenskeren, but he goes forward. He gets blown off the face of the rift there. Bjergsen flexing his muscles, and Soaz now just trying to push in towards Haunter, but TSM want to come forward. Soaz is caught. He's going to get knocked up. Haunter, it'll be Bjergsen actually to pick that one up, and TSM now moving forward. 2 down for OG. This could be it.
Yeah, I mean, Doublelift just flashed ahead to try to get the kill on the Sven, force him back to Fountain anyway. Second Nexus turret goes down, and it's going to be an easy win right at the end for TSM. GG, game 1 goes to NA.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then use, like, for you early game, recognize when you're trying to, like, everyone help Doublelift and get you. Recognize when you're being too greedy or recognize when you're playing the right way. Because that early game was like a huge mess. But once you started matching lanes, and they got fucked basically.
Disasters for TSM right now. Origin pushing towards that inhibitor. TSM coming back in though.
Yeah, they've got to fight now. They've got no other choice. But Doublelift is just deleted, and Bjergsen on the backside has to deal with Misty. He's just going to sweep him aside. Sven is in the mix. He picks up a kill. Bjergsen trying to make things happen there. He has to cleanse off a dead Thresh's death sentence. And of course, the rest of his team are nowhere to be found. Hornster has to come straight back in. But this might be it. This might be OG pushing forward. Make it a game 3, why don't you?
Well, Hanser and Bjergsen, the last line of defense between an Origin win and them going in. Bjergsen finally gets caught, and it looks like it's just going to be a bit too much for TSM to deal with. Hanser doing everything he can, but I don't think he can win this one. And it looks like Origin's going to tie up the series. GG.
We purely lost that game because of like mechanical play and like overplaying things. Like in the you as Lee Sin, there's times where you need to go for insects, and there's times where we automatically win the game if you don't go for insect plays. And you went for like way too many insect plays that game, and you get out like every single time besides one time. You only need to do it like in clutch situations, but there's situations where we win 100% if you don't even go for it. So you really need to like watch where you overplay things. Same thing with Fiora too. When you went to stop their push middle, if you paired that one gold card, we would have won. Or if you just pushed with them, we would have won. And then you're going on Trundle. All you need to do is go in, and then wait until they bullet cooldowns and then go in their backline. But you're like overcommitting on your overcommitted on your ultimate. Like for both you guys played really well early game, and you guys should have carried. But you guys overplayed the Baron, and we had 2 inhibitors. You guys overplayed it. If everyone just played a little bit more safe, like I'm not telling you to play safe all game, but when you have a really big lead, the only way you can throw is if you just die randomly for no reason.
Just take your time. Sven, so we're going to see a lot of these plays neutralized, but Amazing just gets caught out and killed, and here comes the follow-up.
Nice pick, yeah. Bjergsen trying to get behind the team, gonna go right onto Sven there, gets a gold card, gets his Zonias, gives Yellowstar time enough to catch up to Mithy. Hanser comes in with that ultimate, another kill for TSM. Sven Skarin trying to chase down Sven. Nice kick, they get him. And TSM answering with a really nice team fight and chase of their own.
It's desperation as well from OG. They're trying to go in towards TSM. They needed to pick him up, but now they're running out of options and they're running out of plays as well. So Skarin comes forward. He's going to get a little bit of damage done, but Haunter just jockeys back. Subjugate being used on that Fiora, but they come forward in waves. TSM renew their push for victory here, and they're hanging on just next towards this Nexus. They're going to go for the turret. I think they can finish the game here.
Yeah, Nexus getting taken down really fast, and TSM getting pushed back, but they've got enough damage. TSM moves on. They stay alive at IEM Katowice. They are still possible world championships or world champions again. They might repeat.
They might.
Maybe.
It's a possibility.
Maybe. We'll see.
We will see.
They're alive.
They have to go up against Ever now.
That's going to be a good rematch.
I'm happy that we won against them, but it was like not clean games. Like it was mistakes after mistakes from both teams, but we came up stronger and we managed to take the series against them. But I wouldn't be too proud of it because they are in the middle of the pack in Europe and we're in the middle of the pack in NA. So it was kind of weird in a sense that before we were fighting, knowing that both teams were really good. And I mean, it was a good experience overall because it was just an experience for us at that tournament where we wanted to improve and try to get as many games as possible on stage.
We need to talk about Ever. Let's find somewhere. Can I sit?
I don't think Ever's good.
I think we should go in with a similar draft strategy to what we went with in the first game, because it wasn't the reason.
Oh yeah, dude. The rotations were really fucking good.
Yeah. Like when we went bot and then just like went immediately to mid.
Who called those rotations early game? Who? Yeah. The rotations are so good. It put us way ahead.
I forgot. Everyone was.
Oh, the lanes.
Everyone was calling.
Yeah, the lane stalls are super good. I was so shocked that you went bottom. I was like, oh my god. That was like a really big reason.
It's not like I don't know how to play with the team. It's just really hard to make those decisions in the moment, like whether to do it or not. But that's the situation where like I called that on CLG for a long time.
Look at the Grace priority.
Guys, sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. So, Ever was coming from the upper bucket. They had a choice. Blue or red on the first map. Yeah. They go for blue.
Okay.
So they
How
are.
does it go? Is it blue, red, blue?
Yeah. So they are blue in the first map. You are blue in the second map. Yeah. The third map is decided based on who, if you're 1-1 on game time. Yes. Whoever won their map the fastest will get the choice.
Okay.
On his own, he's face checking. Oh, he might not get away with this one. That's going to be the exhaust down. Key's in trouble. He has some very strong performances in the first game, but he will be first blood given up. It's going to go across the Haunter, and now Loken's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get caught out. Can Loken even get away from this? This could be a double. It's a disaster for ESC Ever. And this is just like game one. They got a great start, but can they not throw it away this time?
Yeah. Split pushing to kill tower, so you're gonna have to play super aggressive. Let's see what happens if they can actually go in.
It's a good ulti, but there's no follow-up, there's no damage.
No, you don't actually want to face call. You want to follow up with the cosmic binding, but as the bar right there, if you get face called, there's nothing you can do except throw your body in.
That's a nice double bomb. 10 getting caught by that one. Crazy taking a lot of damage. Having to tank it through. Yellowstar dives in. They're going to all pile onto one location. That will be one going down. Can they get the second? Aries going to back away. Big shield goes down on towards him, but it doesn't matter. TSM have done the job. They're going to get themselves the Nexus turrets. They will get themselves game one unless anything crazy happens in the next 5 seconds. There we go. It is going to be cleanup time for TSM. They're going to take it 1-0 like they should have this morning in this best of 3. Talk about it. There's a good call in, but Yellowstar catches on, gets himself a 2-man pulverizer. Key goes down again, and now Loken's in trouble. He's going to try and get away from this one. Aries, the sacrificial lamb, as he dives in. Now Hunter getting taken low. He's going to drop. It's a 1-for-1 trade now with Crazy joining in, but Svenskeren comes around the side. There's the challenge straight on towards him. Crazy might catch him out here. He tries to dive in. Sven gets one. Oh, and Aries sneaks out the back door. If Bjergsen comes around, will lock him down. Crazy desperately trying to get something. The laser even misses. Crazy. Oh, that's just painful to watch. Ripple stacked on in. Crazy's going to get caught out around the side. Didn't really have the damage down there. Ah, there we go. Key goes down. Managed to get the ulti off just in time on Yellowstar, but it's not going to do them a great deal of the job. It will be TSM picking up a 2-0 simple victory over ESC Ever, like they should have done this morning. It's been a long old day for both of these teams, but it will be TSM going through into the semi-finals tomorrow, Sunday.
After losing in the upper bracket, we had a chance to face Ever again in a best of 3. Basically, it went really well for us. We were pretty much fixed on how we wanted to play against them. We basically knew what picks they were really comfortable with, and we managed to adapt throughout the tournament, and we found out that our strategy was really good against them, and I mean, I'm pretty happy that we won against them. So we managed to qualify for the bracket, which was the next step.
You threw a lot today. Double T, you're out of position a lot today. So when we go into an actual, like, when we start playing better teams, every single time we get caught out, we get punished a lot harder than when we're playing against, like, Ever and Origin. They're, like, I mean, like, we got a lot better. If you look at our play and our communication, like, when we first got here in scrims to now, we got a lot better. But we want to, like, take this tournament. Everyone needs to improve at this tournament. And we need to make sure, like, when we get a small lead, like, Immortals transitions with a 5k lead within like 5 minutes, right? We're spending like 8 or 9 minutes to get that, because there's a lot of throws in between that with getting caught or dying 1v1.
But we need to rebrand, or we need to get a new logo, because our logo sucks.
We should get a new logo.
Dennis, would you have gotten an SK tattoo?
Holy shit.
Kevin, would you get a gravity tattoo?
It's a fucking rocket ship.
No. It's not a rocket ship. It's so bad. Fnatic's logo is impossible to remember. Nobody can ever think of it off the top of their head.
You like Fnatic's logo?
I don't remember it. It's just, it looks like a splash. It looks like somebody like just like on a piece of paper.
I rebranded. So I rebranded Team Solo Mid to just TSM. We should just tell them because at ESL they're the only one that I will talk to them right now. Actually, right.
Yeah, having both is fine.
I don't want to be like Team WE.
Yeah, that just sounds weird.
Huh? We're talking about Team Solo Mid, and he wants it to only be TSM.
If somebody asks you what TSM stands for, you can't just say it stands for Team SM. Like it has to mean something.
Yeah.
Team SM does
Team
mean something. Team Sex in it.
But we should, dude, having a new logo would be pretty sick. Wait, but I still think Team Solo Mid sounds cooler than just
I think
TSM.
it's fine. Yeah, everyone says it's fine.
I like Team Solo Mid. It rolls off the tongue very quickly. Team Solo Mid.
Gold Star.
Okay, think about it, right? The redundancy in it. If you're a fucking team, why would you add team in your name? Do they call it Team Lakers? Team is like a word.
But you want us to be called Team TSM?
No, I wanted to just be called TSM. Team Solo Mid.
That's what ESC Ever has, is Esports Club Ever.
It's really cool.
Escape
Ever.
It's pretty too hard. ESC Ever. I always think of the escape team. TSM is, yeah, but why can't it be both?
It only has to do with League of Legends. It only has to do with one player. And I was so self-absorbed and named after myself.
So there's history in the fucking name. What do the Lakers mean? But I think it's cool. It brings history into the name.
But think about it as esports gets a lot bigger, right? And we want to appeal to like as many fans as possible. Do we want to only appeal to League of Legends fans that know the back history?
What's the difference with having clan in your name and team in your name?
Because they're actually a clan.
Team Solo Mid is cool, dude.
You cater like
TSM is a clan.
Very clan. Clan Solo Mid. Rebrand.
We'll be happy with that one, and they have made their way into our finals out of this group. Congratulations to SKT, a solid finish to this match.
When we managed to go through the groups, we knew that we were going to face SKT. It didn't really matter because people were saying, oh, they're like in the 6th place in the LCK, so they should not be too strong, but I'm not convinced. I'm pretty sure that SKT is still a strong team. They just need some time. Even though they might be struggling, they always show up in international tournaments. I'm pretty sure that they have really good records. And last year we screamed a lot against them. They managed to perform all the time when it really matters. So even though they are the most, the best team in the world, they managed to win Worlds twice. I mean, in the end, it doesn't really matter because this year is a completely new game, and if you walk into a match and you know that you're scared, then you're never gonna win. So it shouldn't like go up to your head, and you should not be scared against the best team.
I try not to think of someone like super highly or thinking that they're much better than me or gonna crush me, because then they're gonna crush me. What you think is reality, so I always come in thinking that I will beat my opponent, and if I get a comfortable matchup, if I have a matchup that I know how to play, that I'll do well.
If one of your teammates isn't doing anything, pick up their slack. We're here to win. We can do it. So if someone isn't doing something, make sure to pick up their slack, regardless if it's another lane, regardless if it's their job or not. Pick up their slack, play as a team. We've been coming back a lot. It's because we're playing a lot better as a team. It's not every single individual player like playing out of their mind. It's really us diving better as a team, us grouping up better as a team. Our jungle and our support and our AD is invading a lot better. Our objective control is a lot better. One of the biggest things that I would watch out for, guys, is SKT will get Dragon and Rift whenever they can. So play around it. Everyone just get too tired.
Fighting their way back through the losers bracket in the group stage. You're defending IEM Katowice champions, Team Solomon. Next up, two-time world champions with living legend Faker in the mid lane. It's SK Telecom 2-1.
Go guys. Go.
Here. And TSM, they may like that with Ezreal, but without this LeBlanc getting kills, thing is LeBlanc.
Hello, wow. Blank goes deep, gets pushed right to Bjergsen. Blank might be in trouble here. Bjergsen comes in, gets the kill. Faker on his own. Can he trade? Gets Svenskeren. Now can he get away? I don't know. That's a lot of damage. Doesn't dodge into the bush in time. And Bjergsen with the double kill. Error from Blank, and that costs SKT. Knockup comes in onto some of the SKT members. Bjergsen lurking, looking for that kill onto Bang. Comes in, doesn't quite get it though. Kills already onto Hanser as Svenskeren goes on the run. Bramalt used just to secure that one. And SK Telecom going to exit that fight with 2 kills, no deaths.
And the Nexus turrets will fall. SK Telecom will take game 1 over Team Solo Mid.
Typical SKT game, I think, from start to finish as the Nexus falls, and that's game 1 in the books.
And Blank had another strong performance.
The reason why they just slowly chased us down because we are too frontal. We need to be a circle around them so they can't just hit the front line and run at us like that.
It's super hard to kite their comp, and it's really hard to, like, for Alistar, he's invulnerable for like 7 seconds, but that's not enough time. We don't have enough damage to kill someone in 7 seconds.
We just fucked up our comp. We definitely win, so just make sure we have a win condition. So.
They get the 2-man knockup. The Whirlwind helping out with the CC as well. Blank might be in a little bit of trouble here. Braum ultimate use. Here comes Bang to reinforce the SK Telecom delegation. Duke coming from the side. There's a kill on each side right now.
Duke and Hanser were dueling at it. There still are around the side there.
Duke coming in from the bottom. Let's see if they can catch anybody here. They're going for double lift. There's Faker onto double lift. He's in a lot of trouble right now. Faker comes in, should be able to get the kill. Meanwhile, Svenskeren gets caught in the jungle too, and SK Telecom, are they flipping the switch? Maybe. There's the Q on the Yellowstar, pushes him away with the ultimate, but Bang will just knock ahead. There's the ult from Blank, and a double kill comes in for Bang. SK Telecom getting 3 for nothing right there.
Third inhibitor of the game going down, and TSM on the cusp of going out of the tournament.
Well, nice body slam from Blank. Slows up Hanser for just a moment. Duke is so low, but he throws Bjergsen into the inhibitor, and there is nothing inhibiting SKT right now from finishing this game. There goes double lift. There goes the inhibitor. They don't even need it. They can just go right for the Nexus turrets, and at sub 25 minutes, SK Telecom gonna put a period on the end of this sentence, man. They're going to take this series 2-0. There goes Hanser. There goes the Nexus. And SK Telecom are going to the finals of the Intel Extreme Masters World Championships as soon as they finish off the Nexus. And there it goes. GG. Well, Coach Como confidently predicted this. We've never lost the before.
We got the pleasure of getting shit on by SKT. It was very humbling, and playing against them was like basically playing against a brick wall. It just doesn't move, and you can like throw stuff at it, it'll kind of like chip away. Early game you might get an advantage, and then they'll just be super overwhelming mid games. And it was super fun. Even though we were losing, it was like, wow, they're so good. It's just crazy how fast they can just close the game on you. It's a kind of an advantage too. We have the experience that all the other NA teams don't. and I'm pretty happy with the fact that we got to go.
It was a new game against them because we basically have never played against a really good international team before that. It was a whole different level against them, and I mean we were really, we couldn't put up a fight against them. Basically, once we were in the mid game, they were just overwhelming, and yeah, I felt like we couldn't just put up the fight against them.
The event was a good experience for us in general. We learned a lot about how we should play with our players, but even though there's just like a lot to learn when you play against international teams, because they play differently and they have different priorities and they see the game through a different angle, and being able to experience that is really helpful for us.
Well, he was tired, so he decided to sleep on the floor because we don't have a bed. So basically, our room key didn't work, and we had to walk down to the reception like 3 or 4 times back and forth to get like new room keys, and eventually none of them worked, and we had to get the receptionist over here with the master key to try to unlock the door, but it still didn't work. So now we've been waiting outside for like 2 hours, waiting for some like locksmith or something to break down the door. And Soren's pretty tired, so we decided to sleep on the floor. Pretty nice.
Oh my god, Maryland.
Yeah, put it on.
Does anyone want mine?
Wow, thank you.
Dude,
holy shit.
What's so warm?
Yeah, they were on like in heater.
This is our nice little ceremony.
What a nice ceremony.
No, I'm good. I'll just. Alright.
Put it on.
Put it on.
Alright.
Where's our music? Someone hum.
Dun 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 dun.
The most depressing thing ever.
Come on, hum
Hey
your
guys!
shit.
We won something.